Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Check, check.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Newton. Got his man. It's Eifert. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hubbard. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go. 140. Let's go, D. One back.
A shotgun snap for Love. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Bring it. Watch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Lott. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Off of play action. Lott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Lott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Lott got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Newton. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Newton. He's going to launch this thing. He's got a man complete. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, it's Long. Complete. It's Johnson. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 68 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's got the hook up with Conley. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Looking long for Westbrook. And it's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Switzer on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Lock on 3rd down. Ebron caught left side. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down and 4, Luck. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Gun. Watch the screen. Check 55.
Back to throw. Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Newton looking deep down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready? 55. Watch the run.
From the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I
think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle. Give to the brother of JJ. This is Derek Watt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From his goal line here, Luck. This is Johnson. He's got it. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll fake it. Now Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Let's go, defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd down and goal. Luck got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Steelers capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Connor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So go.
Ready! I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.